You are tuned to ARP on the Accelerated Radio Network. It's 12 noon, and it's time to have lunch. Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Bringing money talk you can understand. And now here's your host, Miss Charlene.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Charlene, and welcome to Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Today we have our health and wellness guru, Patricia Clipper, on again. Hi, Patricia.
Hey.
So now, the last time you were on, we talked about the health of our bodies.
Yes.
And how we should get enough sleep, and how sleep and health affect our finance, right?
Yes.
And so today we're going to talk about making and creating healthy meals for the summer on a budget, but we're going to do it healthy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm excited about getting started. So now you tell me what we're making, and then I'll help you.
Okay. We are actually going to make a hamburger patty. And the thing is that a lot of people think of hamburger, they think of meat, but this is actually going to be a veggie patty.
So we're doing all vegan today.
It's all vegan.
Okay, good.
Yes. And one of the things I want you to understand is because these are vegetables, they aren't going to be like meat. But there'll be a nice patty, and I'll show you how to make like a little crust on it so we can get it.
All right, I'm looking forward to this.
So the first thing we have here is for our base. We're going to make our base, and after we do this, we're going to actually show people how they can use the leftovers and use that same base for tacos, and then still have what other leftovers they have. They can put it on salad and some other things.
Ooh, that sounds good. Okay, I'm excited.
Me too.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we this was a can of garbanzo beans, and what we're going to do with this,
they're organic.
Yes, they're organic. Everything is organic. And what we are going to do with this is, one of the things about hamburger patties is it's either going to be too dry or it's too moist. So in order to get this recipe right, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we take all the moisture out of here, and then we're going to add in the moisture binder that we want so that it holds it all together.
Okay. So how do we do that?
We're going to take this. This is a really cool trick that I learned from the internet.
Okay.
And to get all the moisture out, you'd be surprised how much is in there. I'm going to fold this up, stick those beans in there.
Okay. Now, the first thing we did was we rinsed the beans.
Yes.
And Patricia said the reason we have to rinse the beans with water is so that you get all of the gas-causing liquid out of the beans, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I call it?
You say it. Gas beans.
Yeah.
So we don't want to
juice.
have gassy beans, so you should rinse them with water first.
Now you can actually use that juice for something that's online called aquafaba, and you can blend it up really fast, and it'll actually make a foam like a whipped cream type of thing.
But we didn't want that for our patties.
We didn't. You see how much water actually comes out?
Wow, that's
so
amazing.
I'm not using a towel, but you can actually use a towel and stuff and do this. And
can you use cheesecloth too?
You can use a cheesecloth if you're going to use it over something like this. Like if you're over the sink and you put you can do that so you don't lose any of your stuff in there, and then try to squeeze it out. But then you really want to get that moisture out, because you see it's still coming out. That's the reason why I like to use this. All right.
Okay, so I should be smashing instead of pushing.
And you're just smashing, to get the water out.
Okay.
Now I do like to use that with the corn. The corn, I'll see this little colander. I know the corn's not going to go through this little colander, so what I'll do with this is I'll smash it down, and it actually gets a lot of the juices out and makes it a little drier. Now feel that. I work a lot with my hands.
Like paste.
Yeah, but you see, you still have some beans. I use my hands a lot. If you're grossed out about using hands, to me, I think that everything is energy, and when we're using our hands to cook, it's like the love that we have and how we feel about cooking and the food, it kind of translates into the food. So that's
so no
my
angry
thing.
cooking.
No angry cooking, absolutely. No angry cooking. And you see here, I mean, Corn
lot.
carries a lot of water. That will make the burger soggy. So we don't want a lot of water in our corn. So anyway, so Charlene, here,
What
you
am I
can do
doing with
these.
it? Okay, oh, that's right.
You can do those, and don't put them in there though yet. We're actually, a lot of people, I'm doing this way also because I'm mashing because I don't want people to feel intimidated by not having a food processor. And I know this seems like a lot of work, but I'm going to show you something. You'd be surprised how much water is in here. Look at this.
Wow, that's a lot.
So I'm going to pour this out.
I'm surprised that black beans have this much water.
Yeah.
They don't look like it.
They don't look like it. They don't. And you're not trying to get them to where they're not going to be whole because I don't want them all squished. The black beans we're going to keep a little. That's okay.
Push lightly.
But you know what? We make a mistake. Guess what? It's our patty,
Yeah, that's right.
right? Don't be afraid to just do what you got to do.
I
And
think we got most of the water out of these.
yeah,
Okay.
they don't have as much. But I'll tell you, this right here just carries a lot of water. For
Are
some
we
reason.
gonna need this again?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. we're
It's
gonna
clean
need that
again.
All right,
Okay.
so let's see, let's make sure we got a lot of this out. And I just want to make sure because we don't want soggy burgers. We don't want soggy burgers. All right,
That should be good.
just a little bit of water in there. I like to save stuff.
She really does. Okay.
I don't like to throw away food. Okay, no beans.
Oh,
Those are gonna go in last. Okay, so these, what you're gonna do with this,
so it's the garbanzo beans
garbanzo beans
and corn.
and the corn. And you're going to smash this. Let me show you. You're gonna smash this instead of putting it in a food processor like most of the time they say. Now, one of the things I do also do, which I should have done, but didn't do, I just wanna smash it up just enough to get a little bit of a mush, but not a mush. You know what I mean? And some of the corn is still a bit big, so sometimes what I do is I will take, here's the spoon, I will take some of that corn and I will chop it down a little bit, just a little bit, just to give me a little bit of extra, because I forgot. A little extra fineness. I don't know if you can see this, but all I'm doing is
Oh, okay.
I'm just chopping it down, knocking it down just a little bit. Not as much as a food processor would. A food processor kind of
Turns it almost into a paste.
yeah, and I don't want that paste. I don't want it pasty. I want it small enough, but I don't want it pasty because you have to have some integrity in it. So I don't want really big.
That could be a hashtag, cooking with integrity.
Cooking with integrity. Okay. Any other questions?
Yes.
Okay.
So everything should be organic. So the corn,
Definitely corn organic.
the beans,
Mm-hmm.
the garbanzo beans, and also the black beans should all be organic.
Yes.
And then all of the ingredients that we're putting in today are all organic also. We got them from Sprouts,
Yes.
which is a store that sells a lot of organic things. You can also, if you have a larger family, you can go to Costco. Costco has a lot of organic items now also.
Yeah, they do, which is really cool
Yeah.
because you used to have to just go to your specialty stores in order to get your organic stuff.
Right. So when you're shopping in large quantities, Costco might be the place to go.
Yes, especially for like your baby greens and stuff. I love to get their baby greens because it's like, it's really inexpensive. Okay. So,
This is getting exciting.
I like that chopped down a little bit more, right? But we're gonna roll with this. So at home, what you could do is you could actually chop down some of your corn prior to putting it in here, and you know, just
Making it a little finer.
yeah, just making it a little
So it
bit
blends
finer.
well.
But see, we got a time limit, so this is how we gonna roll today. Okay, all right, so there you go, you got that, and you got your, oops, this is
Worcestershire sauce. We've been trying to pronounce this correcally.
Worcestershire sauce.
That's it. That's it.
That's it?
Worcestershire
Okay,
sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
There you go. The W.
Okay, so this is just, oh no, this isn't Worcestershire, this is liquid smoke.
Okay.
The Worcestershire's over there,
Okay. Where'd you put the Worcestershire?
right here.
Okay. So how much of this do you need?
No, I'm just gonna use this right
Okay.
here. The Worcestershire goes in the other thing.
Okay.
And we've been
Worrying about it.
worrying about this.
And that's liquid smoke.
This is liquid smoke, so it's just a half a teaspoon of liquid smoke.
You can tell we do this all the time.
I'm so used to just like doing it at home, right? And
This
so,
shows you anybody can cook.
Okay, yes. So, okay, just mix this up.
So how much liquid smoke was that?
Half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon. Okay.
Because a little bit of liquid smoke goes a long ways. It gives it kind of like that smoky kind of flavor, which I really
Like
like.
you cooked it on the grill?
Like you cooked it on the grill. Okay, so now we are going to now add our chopped vegetables. Here's the thing. Here's our chopped vegetables. We're not going to add this until later.
Okay.
We've got two green onions, got about a half a handful of, a half of the, you know, the head
The
of
bunch.
cilantro, the way it comes, like half a bunch of that. And then I cut off the little end parts. I'll show you, these little end parts. I didn't include those, because we can include those later, like in a salad or something like that.
She doesn't throw anything away.
I don't throw away food. So this is celery, a stalk of celery, and we had a really large red bell pepper, so I just did half of it. You know, you can kind of figure like how you want to do it. One of the mistakes that people make
So
is,
this would be the equivalent, sorry for cutting
Go
you off,
ahead.
of a small red bell pepper.
yes,
Right, a
yeah,
small one.
maybe about a small red bell pepper. I would say that. One of the things that the issues that happen with to make the hamburger soggy is that people add raw things right in there and they want to go ahead and cook it together. But these vegetables actually hold a lot of water. So we're going to put these together and we're actually going to sear them before we add them here. But prior to that, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to add some seasoning.
Seasoning.
Yes, and I have my trusty little paper here. And let's see here. So what we have on seasoning, you want to go? You want to tell?
So we have 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. We have 1 tablespoon of chipotle steak rub. We have 1 tablespoon of no salt seasoning, and we're going to get back to that.
Yes.
And we have 1.5 teaspoons of ground cumin and 1 tablespoon of white pepper.
Yes.
Teaspoon of white pepper.
Yep.
Right? Okay. And all of this will be on our online, so you'll be able to see it.
One of the differences online will be that I couldn't find the fresh garlic. So what I did is I had some dried garlic, so I used dried garlic in this. Had I used the fresh garlic and pressed it, then I would have cooked it with this.
Okay.
Make sense? Okay, so we can actually just pour all of this in here.
Okay.
Just mix it up together.
Put this down here.
And it does require that you have enough seasoning because these vegetables are not seasoned. That's another thing, is a lot of times people forget to really put the seasoning on. That looks like a lot, but it's a lot of vegetables. Okay, Mama?
Okay.
We're just gonna,
So am I going to be the
you're
one
gonna
stirring?
stir it with that.
I'm the official stir girl.
She's the official stir girl.
Ooh, it smells good.
Doesn't that smell good?
Oh, it does. I love being around you. You make healthy fun.
Oh, you're so sweet.
We're all trying to get our health together, you know. Okay,
All right.
so it's pretty well.
Yes,
stirred.
pretty well mixed.
Okay.
Okay, and as you can see, it is a bit dry, right? I mean, you couldn't put this together and make
Not
something
yet.
happen, but, well, you can make something happen, but it
But
wouldn't be
not-
what you want.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty, so we're gonna set that right over there. And another thing I wanna do before we move forward just a little bit is I wanna show you how to make the flax egg that we're gonna make. We're actually gonna, no, let's do this first.
Okay.
Get the bullet, bring it over here. This is what I like to do. I don't like to just put this in here just like that. So I'll take it and I'll put it in a little bullet. Now, if you don't have a bullet or a blender or something where you can do a couple of pulses, then what you can do is you can just chop it up really super fine. I'm not gonna make this like a slurry, but what I am gonna do is I'm going to make it where it's chopped up finer, and it just saves me some time. So, it's so quiet.
Yes. 'cause
People are
we're
hungry.
Anticipating.
There we go. I always wonder on some of those cooking shows, is it food all over the floor when they get done?
Probably, you just don't see it.
It's like,
It just looks, you know. And they keep cutting.
now see, this is the problem with this one. And these are the things that happen when you're live. But see, that kind of mixed it up a little bit for us. You just didn't get it all because you have to kind of, I guess, put just a little at a time in there. Which, I don't have that kind of patience. So, we'll just do it one more time. See if we can get a little bit more. It's not getting the top. So here's what we're gonna do, because this is what I would do if I was at home. And normally it's gonna be, oh, I need a bigger bowl.
Okay.
Normally, okay, so we've got that. You see how it's kind of chopped up fine and mixed up? That's what I want. I want it like that.
So then maybe with that amount in there, we can put it
Yeah,
back.
with that amount. Some of these. Ooh, it's hot.
It's getting
hot.
hot.
So
Okay.
hot outside too.
Did I?
There you go.
Ooh.
We're good.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. So you see
Perfect.
how that looks? It's all chopped up fine. It almost looks like a salsa. And that's what I want. So, I mean, we do have some big pieces in there, and those will actually go down a little bit once we start cooking it. And we're gonna also get ready to prepare for another ingredient that's gonna go in there, and I'll show you with the flax egg. Okay, the flax egg. Here's how flax egg is used instead of eggs. How you make a flax egg is you take 1 tablespoon of flaxseed and 3 tablespoons of water. But you want to grind this into a meal, and you don't want to buy the meal already made, already ground up. And the reason for that is because there's precious oils that are actually in this that are actually, well, I don't want to call them medicinal, but they're beneficial. And those beneficial oils actually go rancid really quickly. So you can use this, or you can use chia seed as a binder. And so that's what we're gonna do. You can get one of these little coffee grinders. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Go to like the Goodwill store. I think I bought this for like $5.99 or something like that. And we're just gonna grind it up. There we go.
Wow.
So there's our flax meal, okay? I'm gonna put this in a bigger bowl. We have another, oh.
This one. You go through a lot of bowls in this. You're
Yes.
trying to show people how to do it.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
And you just wanna make sure too that you get everything out of here so that you've got your amount you need. And I should have unplugged this first, so don't do that at home.
Please.
But I know the little catch isn't on. Okay, perfect. So that's gonna be our flax egg, and I'll show you in the next segment how we're gonna make our flax egg. And go from there.
Okay.